Yeah, today is Sunday, 16th of November. I finally found some caps I like for the outside of the wheels on my Troy Bilt Horse. There's the information. They're Prescott plastics, 1 1/4. It's a 10-pack, Amazon. Very, very inexpensive on Amazon. You gotta drive them in with a hammer or a mallet. That's a good thing. That means they're not going to come out easily. I think that package of 10 was $6. And since you gotta drive them in, they're not going to pop out. I got quite the selection. Bought them all on Amazon. They was all dirt cheap before I finally got those in and test fit. I liked them. So yeah. Well, how do you get it back out? Well, that's real simple. If you've got your wheel off, just stick a punch from the inside of the axle, pushing out towards that little plastic cap, knock it back out with a hammer or a mallet. If you've got your wheel and tire mounted to your tiller and you go to pull the wheel off and she's stuck, there's 10 in that package, so you got 8 spares. Just do what you got to do to get the installed one out. Screwdriver and a hammer, and go into the edge and pry it out. You got 8 more in that package, so if you destroy one getting it out, try and get the wheel off the axle, it's zero issue. And like I said, I looked all over trying to find the original metal hubcaps. One thing I found was on eBay at $28 a piece. Just stupid, insane high on the price. And in my opinion, but that 1 1/4, it should do very, very well. It won't come out when I'm running the tiller. I do know that. What I'm trying to do is keep the dirt and water from going inside that hole and contaminating the inside of the wheel and getting a contaminant between the wheel and the axle, which will make it difficult to get off, and you got to come off with it. And like I said before, I'm going to anesthesize the heck out of that when I put it back together, so in the future it should be a non-issue. Let me get my glasses on. I'll read off that part number in case it don't show up on the video. Good looking cap too. I got some other ones that are a little looser fitting. You can press them on with the thumb, but I like these better. You gotta drive them on with a hammer or a mallet. Super snug fit. Prescott plastic, 1 1/4. Legs and furniture, 10-pack. B as in boy, O as in Oscar, 1, N as in Nancy, 5, C as in Charlie, 0, 525. Amazon. Yeah, I think it's going to be a winner. If they fail, when I start using the tiller, I'll be sure to let you know that too. Dirt cheap on Amazon. And that 10 of them sure as hell wasn't $28 like that one metal hubcap off of eBay. Plus shipping. It was insane. Well, it's not the right one. I don't care. I'm more into serviceability. But that's just me. So I'm up here today. Oh, Friday. Went to my eye doctor for my glaucoma in my left eyeball. He lasered, I think it was 92 holes in my eyeball. The drain points to help get the internal pressure down. It's zero pain. And of course he's a real good eye doctor too. I felt a slight pressure, and I swear the vision in my left eyeball is better than the vision in my right eyeball now. The combination between the two, I've got 20/20 vision, but I had LASIK done over 20 years ago. And glaucoma is age related and diabetes related. He said on my right eyeball, he likes the pressures on it and may or may not do that same laser procedure to add some drain holes. And that's up to him. He's the doctor, he's the expert, I'm not. And I go back for the follow-up on that on December 1st. I go November 24th to do the nerve ablation in my lower back. When they did the second, I think it was lidocaine injection, it was very, very painful. I told them about it. I said that the second procedure hurt like hell. First procedure not so bad. Second procedure hurt like hell. I said whatever weak anesthetic you're giving me didn't do diddly shit. Oh, well, we can give you a deeper anesthetic, but we have to do it at a different facility, so I don't give a goddamn where you do it at. I said, I'm already in pain every damn day. Let's not add to my level of pain. So when they do the nerve ablation, they're going to put me under a deeper sleep type anesthetic. I said, it works for me. I said, well, you can't make any major decisions for at least 24 hours. I said, I'm retired. I don't make any major decisions every day of the damn week. Oh. So, hopefully, it won't hurt near as bad as that lidocaine injection did. Now, they did fess up. So I might not feel any true relief for at least a month after they do the ablation. I said, well, that's news to me. Anything else? I said, well, it can be very painful, and it can be painful for a few days after you have it done. I said, well, I've got my acetaminophen number 3, and I've got a stash of codeine, and I'll work around it. But let's get this shit done. So that's my next major procedure, is that nerve ablation in my lower back. And hopefully it works. I still got to be very, very careful with my back, or I'll just screw up the discs above and below the ones that are already herniated. I already know that. I'm not stupid. You know, I always come up with a bunch of workarounds so I'm not straining my back. But it's in such bad shape, just walking causes me a lot of pain. Last night was typical. I took my Tylenol number 3 at 9:30. At 1:30, the pain was enough to wake my dumb ass up. I was super, super stiff. I got up and took another Tylenol number 3 at about 2 in the morning. And by 2:30, I was able to lay back down. And I was able to stay in the bed till about 7 o'clock this morning, which is late for me. Usually I'm up, 5 o'clock. But Lily, the new orange cat we got, she was sleeping pretty good too. She usually gets me up at 5 o'clock. And I actually woke up at 7 and she was still sleeping pretty good, so I got to wake her dumb ass up. She's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. It's funny. Anyway, I'm going to feed the birds, might roll some eggs. Somebody won the Mega Million lottery, they were in Georgia. At least it was not New York or California again. But it wasn't Texas either. So I'll swing by and get some more tickets. It's down to 50 million again, which I might have to cut back, but I get by with 50 million. Anyway, that's all for this one. Thank you.